Hey guys, AJ here, back with another one. So first, I want to say hi and thanks to all my new subscribers, to everyone who likes, everyone who drops comments, and make sure to check the notification bell for when I drop a new video. So today we're going to look at an article that was published on verywellhealth.com, and it's called Survey Shows Why Women Receive CPR Less Frequently Than Men. And you can see that it was written December 9th, 2020, so that's in our current era, if you know what I mean. So they start out and they have some key takeaways here. It said women are less likely than men to receive CPR from a bystander in the event of an out-of-hospital cardiac arrest, often due to unfounded fears and misconceptions. So that's the first takeaway here. And they said laws in most jurisdictions protect bystanders who treat cardiac arrest victims in good faith. So, and then immediate high-quality CPR is critical to survival and improve long-term outcomes for all individuals with cardiac arrest. So basically, bystanders are afraid to help women if they have a cardiac event in public, and even though there are laws that protect them. Now, why could this be? Could it be that a lot of men, especially, don't want to get sued or don't want to be called a pervert or whatever because they try and do CPR? So the article starts. According to a recent survey from the American Heart Association, men who suffer out-of-hospital cardiac arrest in a public location receive CPR from a bystander 45% of the time. Women, in comparison, receive bystanders CPR in only 39% of cases. As a result, men have a 23% higher survival rate. That's crazy. Can you think? Let's stop and think about that. 23% higher survival rate. That's nuts. The American Heart Association surveyed 520 non-healthcare providers. So these are regular, like, people, right? All participants were over the age of 18 and were able to correctly define what CPR was. The survey asked the respondents to rank the following 5 main themes identified in previous research and apply them to various potential cardiac arrest scenarios. And it basically says rescuers are afraid to injure or hurt women. Here you go. Rescuers might have a misconception that women don't suffer from cardiac arrest. Here we go. Rescuers are afraid to be accused of SA or harassment. Rescuers have a fear of touching women or that the touch might be inappropriate. And then the last one is rescuers think that they're faking it or being over dramatic. Here we go. Let's jump straight into it. Here it comes. Survey results found that men were most likely to refrain from performing CPR in public for fear of being accused of SA or touching a woman inappropriately. On the other hand, women feared that they might cause physical injury or harm to a cardiac arrest victim. So the men were like, I don't want to be accused of anything. And then though women thought, oh, I can't do it right, I don't want to hurt them. Both genders perceive that cardiac arrest occurs primarily in males or that women may act more dramatically than men in medical crisis. So even women thought that, men have heart attacks and women don't. So it wasn't just men. Heart disease is the most common cause of mortality for women, according to the CDC, accounting for 1 in 5 female deaths. That's nuts. Gender stereotypes continue to be a barrier to women receiving the cardiac care that they need. So the next section says, why do some hesitate to provide assistance? Here we go. Evolving views of what constitutes appropriate behavior have changed the way many males choose to interact with females. And this goes back to my workplace video that men and women aren't allowed to interact, and it goes toward, this is a follow-up to the romance in the workplace video. Men are not having it. Men are not trying to take risks with women, and this carries over into helping someone that's in public distress. It continues. It appears from this study that some men may be equating the enforcement of appropriate boundaries with women as some kind of threat to them. Of course they would. Justin Eisel, a licensed attorney, tells this site, harassment in the workplace was something that men got away with, here we go, for far too long. This has changed quite a bit recently. Women are standing up by filing complaints and even filing lawsuits for damages. The public is behind them. The awful irony is that it's costing women their lives. So once again, unforeseen consequences. You wanted men to leave you alone. You don't want anyone to touch you or anything else, and that's fine. But now men are saying, no, I'm not going to take a risk to go out of my way to help some woman that's on the ground, and then she wakes up or someone calls the cops, and then I get sued, arrested, beat up, or whatever. Immediate high-quality CPR is crucial to survival and long-term prognosis for both men and women. The survival rate of out-of-hospital cardiac arrest is quite low, unfortunately, and the most critical intervention is CPR. In addition to saving lives, bystander CPR prevents long-term neurological damage when the brain does not get oxygen during a cardiac arrest. Here we go. Could there be legal ramifications to performing CPR? Eisel says there's a little reason to worry about the legal consequences of providing care to a cardiac arrest victim in good faith. But what is good faith? And that's the thing. They always try and add this subjectivity to it, which means that the man is always taking a chance. He's putting his destiny in some subjective feeling. There might not be some legal cost, but the court of public opinion or the Twitterverse or some person with their phone could film you, and all of a sudden your life is over. This is why guys just aren't taking chances. He says, SA requires an element of intent. I've never seen or heard of a case where a cardiac arrest victim prosecuted a bystander for performing CPR. Innocent people are not found guilty in situations like this. Yeah, right. If you honestly believe that, please put a comment below, because any man who's listening to this, I know most of my audience is male, and I know you guys aren't dumb enough to believe this. Most of you guys are intelligent, smart, awesome guys. So I know hopefully no one that's in my audience is dumb enough to believe this. It's important not to overthink whether or not they should perform CPR when someone is in need. Here we go. We want people to perform CPR. We don't want them thinking, can I get sued? Oh, that's easy for him to say. And here's the kicker, guys. Just because you cannot now touch a woman inappropriately doesn't mean that you will be charged with SA if you give a woman CPR. BS. We all know that that's BS. This is once again asking men to put their futures on the line for what? For nothing. And then it ends with how to improve outcomes, and it says we need to educate the general public that heart disease can and does happen in women, and that all individuals, despite age or gender, should receive CPR in the event of cardiac arrest. Out-of-hospital CPR is life-saving. It's absolutely critical that we address all barriers to it becoming performed by witnesses. The medical community must work towards eliminating this differential in heart care to improve outcomes for all of our patients. Now, guys, I'm a very giving person. I have a very big heart, but I'm not taking any chances at all. If I see some woman and she's on the train or on the bus or in the park or anywhere and she's on the ground, I'm going to keep on walking. Plus, I'm a 6'3" black guy. Nope. I'm going to keep on. Well, I'll dial 911 and I'm going to keep on pushing. But because you know what? I can't take any chances, and I hope you won't either. You guys like, subscribe, leave a comment. And I want to know, if you've ever seen this happen, have you been in a situation where a woman was having some type of a, I don't know, heart attack or whatever, and did you help? Did you even do the Heimlich? Because you can even get sued for doing the Heimlich on a woman. Let me know in the comments below. All right, you guys, this is AJ, and I am out of here. Stay safe, and you guys are the best.